Why Ronaldo Never Chose No.7. When Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United in the summer of 2003, he was only 18 years old, a skinny boy from the small island of Madeira, stepping into a world that felt far bigger than anything he had ever imagined. He had talent, speed, and confidence with the ball, but away from the pitch, he was still quiet, cautious, and deeply aware that he was the youngest face in a dressing room filled with champions. Ronaldo was not thinking about history or legacy at that moment. His only focus was adapting, surviving, and proving that Sir Alex Ferguson had not made a mistake by bringing him to England. Every training session felt like a test, every touch of the ball a chance to either belong or be exposed. He watched the senior players closely, spoke very little, and carried the pressure of expectations silently. When the club asked him to choose his squad number, Ronaldo did not hesitate. He asked for number 28, the same number he wore at Sporting Lisbon, a number that felt familiar and safe, one that allowed him to grow quietly without the weight of comparison. Deep down, he knew exactly what number 7 meant at Manchester United, because everyone did. It was the shirt of George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham, legends who had turned that number into a symbol of brilliance and responsibility. For a young player who had just arrived in a new country, wearing number 7 felt like stepping into a spotlight too soon. A spotlight that would magnify every mistake and shorten every moment of patience. Ronaldo did not fear the challenge itself. He feared the timing, believing he needed time to become stronger before carrying a shirt that demanded greatness from the very first whistle. Not long after making his request, Ronaldo was called into Sir Alex Ferguson's office, a room that carried an unspoken authority, where conversations were never casual and decisions were rarely small. Ferguson listened carefully as the young winger explained his feelings, speaking honestly about his age, his lack of experience, and his desire to develop without unnecessary pressure. He made it clear that his ambition was strong, but his confidence was still growing. Sir Alex did not interrupt him. He allowed the silence to linger, studying Ronaldo not just as a player, but as a personality still being shaped. Then, in a calm and measured voice, he told him that number 7 was available and that the club wanted him to wear it. The atmosphere in the room immediately changed, and Ronaldo felt the weight of history press down on him all at once. He tried to explain again, more carefully this time, that he did not feel ready, that the expectations attached to that number might be too heavy, too early. Ferguson listened, then leaned forward and delivered a sentence Ronaldo would never forget, explaining that at Manchester United, the number 7 shirt was never given by accident, and that when the club chose someone for that role, it was because they saw something special that needed pressure to fully emerge. In that moment, Ronaldo realized this was not a suggestion, but a statement of belief. Sir Alex was not testing him, he was trusting him. Accepting the shirt meant accepting responsibility, but refusing it would mean rejecting the faith of the man who had brought him to Manchester in the first place. When the season began and Ronaldo stepped onto the pitch wearing number 7 for the first time, the pressure became real in a way he had never experienced before. Every touch was judged, every decision questioned, and every mistake amplified by the expectations attached to the shirt. English football was unforgiving, especially to a young foreign player who liked to take risks and express himself on the ball. There were matches where the crowd groaned when he lost possession, moments when criticism followed him louder than praise, and nights when he returned home replaying mistakes in his mind, wondering if he had been ready for such responsibility. But instead of shrinking, something inside Ronaldo began to harden. He started staying longer after training, repeating drills, improving his strength, and demanding more from himself than anyone else did. The pressure that once felt suffocating slowly became fuel, pushing him to work harder, run faster, and focus sharper. Gradually, the number 7 shirt stopped feeling like a burden and started to feel like a challenge. Ronaldo was no longer playing to survive. He was playing to prove that belief, once given, would not be wasted. The change was subtle but powerful, marking the moment discomfort began turning into growth. As the months passed, Ronaldo's performances became more consistent, his confidence more visible, and his presence on the pitch more commanding. The same fans who once doubted him now watched with anticipation whenever he touched the ball, sensing that something could happen. Goals began to arrive, not by chance, but through relentless work and an unshakable desire to improve. Looking back years later, Ronaldo would understand that if he had stayed with number 28, his development might have been smoother, but it would have never forced him to grow so quickly, so completely. The number 7 shirt taught him how to carry pressure, how to stand in the spotlight, and how to respond to criticism with performance rather than excuses. He realized that greatness rarely begins with comfort or readiness. Sometimes it begins the moment someone believes in you more than you believe in yourself, and challenges you to rise before you feel prepared. From that point on, number 7 was no longer just a shirt Ronaldo wore. It became part of his identity, a symbol of the mentality that would define his entire career. Cristiano Ronaldo did not choose number 7 because he wanted it. He became number 7 because he accepted it, carried it, and grew into it.